Man, welcome to another episode of No Balls, No Glory. I'm the one and only, the People's Champion. And I'm not here by myself. I'm here with the crew. CC, the First Lady, my sister, my brother, Game Related. And they here with me, man. And we gonna turn it up, man. How y'all doing today? You good?
Feeling good,
We just
looking
we
good,
just
looking good. Hey, I'm good.
we just preparing for we're just trying to get a head count and get things in place for our annual No Balls, No Glory fantasy football draft and everything. And that's what we got cracking, trying to figure out who going where and who doing what and bip the bam the boom, and we're gonna do it all. That's what we figuring out, man. So that's what we in there trying to figure out,
I'm
man.
sorry, I stepped away. What I missed?
We just trying to figure out what we gonna do for fantasy football draft and stuff.
Okay.
That's about it.
Play that, huh?
That's about it, man. That is about it, man. Y'all know how we do it.
I just need to know where everybody
we just some moderate little people, man, that don't do nothing, man. We love our family and stuff, man.
I was thinking about some cheeseburger sliders, some buffalo chicken sliders, some veggie sliders, chicken wings, honey hot wings, some rotel. Huh?
Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second.
I said, and all of the garlic French fries you can give me.
Garlic fries. I got you.
I sure do.
I didn't know if anybody wanted any pastas or anything like that. We just want to do some finger foods and just call it a day.
Oh man. Man, we
I'm over there in this spring, and I'm just gonna go my way and get my sleep bed. I'm gonna be today.
oh, it's gonna be fun too, man. We're gonna have us a good time, man.
Absolutely.
And I said we're gonna have us an amazing time. We're gonna get some good food, man. We are. But in the meantime, I want y'all to just know this.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
Did you win last year?
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Don't play with me, CC.
The champ is here!
Stop playing with me.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
I ain't
The
gonna
champ is
lie.
here! The champ is here!
Y'all need to get this song in y'all system. It can be a part of your life. Champ is here, baby. I know people hate it. So let the recourse hit one more time. Then we'll get up out of here.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
I just have to let y'all know. I just have to let y'all know.
It's gonna be short lived because I'm gonna spank your ass this year.
Hey, I just gotta let y'all know, man. I wasn't gonna say nothing, man. Till I talk the game and game hyping me up and stuff like he used to do back in the day. I wasn't gonna even play it. Gang, hey, what I tell you, gang? I say, wait till Tuesday. What's for the crack? Didn't I tell you what's for the jump off on Tuesday? I told you, man. See, don't you ever act like I ain't winning the chip last year. Don't do me like that.
I'm not even.
You know I won it. You know I won that chip.
I am not. I am not. I put that on everything I love. Earlier today, I was trying to figure out. Remember,
come on, CC. No, you know. I'm telling you why you didn't know who won. Because I didn't say nothing about it. I rode off into the sunset. That's why you didn't know who won. That's why you didn't know who won. Am I right? Get in the car. Get in the car with me, CC. Am I right? I didn't even brag or say nothing.
Do not drink and drive.
What you say, gang?
At night. I said, do not get in the car with him. He drinks and drive with the lights off at night.
Hey, man. Not drink and drive with the lights off at night. Boy, you cold-blooded, boy. You say you drink and drive in the car with the lights off at night. Going down the 2-lane highway, huh? Boy, you cold-blooded, dog.
Pull over, let me out.
Oh, my God.
Let me out.
Doe, let me out. Doe, let me out. Doe, let me out. Hey, man, that's going to be crazy, man. See, I ain't brag, man. That's what made it so humbling, man. Your boy didn't even say a word, man. You didn't even know I won, man. But then that damn game related to instigator, man. He make me do that stuff. And then he laugh when I do it too, man. He lousy, man. My brother lousy, man.
If you finish number one, you'll tell you I'm gonna be your ass this year. You not getting.
Hey, man. I'm pulling for CC to win it this year, man. That's what I'm pulling for.
This lady, that's where he gets you at every year.
I know. I'm not. You know what? I like flying under the radar. I like people underestimating me.
We don't underestimate you no more.
Yeah, you was not underestimated.
You are not underestimated. No, sister. You don't get that off like that.
No, man. Not you.
You are not underestimated.
Has anybody ever put up 200 points on you?
And you draft good. So
right.
Hold on 1 second.
I got hit by 2-piece last year.
Okay, now you don't get hit by 2-piece too often, though.
No.
Somebody playing you, they lucky they get $1.25 for real. But man, it's working.
Yeah. I'm a little behind schedule.
No, when I get away from you, I'll be like, got past, I'm gone. Hey, for real.
This heating and cooling guy, boy, when you dealing with guys that got other jobs.
Yeah.
It's hard. You got folks that come put on the unit, but you got stuck at work. Hi, I need my new AC unit.
That way. Who won the game last night?
OKC won. This series is going 7.
Okay.
I think the series is going 7.
I didn't get to watch last night.
I ain't really. I was not kidding when I said that. I'm not as into it this year as I have been in the past.
Uh-huh.
It gotta. While I like what Indiana's been doing in the playoffs, and it's gonna be cool to see somebody different win it.
Right.
I'm still. This is a little bit different than the Kobe era ending, and different than the Jordan era ending.
What do you mean?
They ended differently, you know.
Okay.
Jordan era ended, Kobe era when the Lakers stopped, when the Bulls stopped winning, the Lakers started taking over, and they started taking over.
You're right. You're right. Just like you could see the writing on the wall where it was going there.
You could see the writing on the wall where it was going, and then Kobe just kind of tapered off for a little bit while LeBron was ascending, but Kobe never really went anywhere. He won in the LeBron era, so you had that back and forth going. Then you had LeBron and KD and all of them starting to take off at the. It was a lot going on at the same time, and all while that was going, you had Golden State building, and then they took over and dominated. And we're in a peculiar era for the first time in a long time, because while you can see the writing on the wall for the end of LeBron's run almost, you still got teams like Golden State that ain't really they ain't went nowhere completely. Like Steph ain't completely backed out of it, but he in his last leg.
Okay.
And so, and LeBron is kind of on the cup. So when you see them having so much in the tank, still left to go, and you get to this point of the season and you don't see neither one of them in there, it feels kind of weird. Okay. Because I haven't gotten the feeling from either LeBron or Steph that they can't be there again.
I can see Steph them getting back there.
Yeah.
I don't think LeBron will get even playing another final.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna be able to put it. I don't think the team gonna be able to put it together.
Right.
Right. I don't think the team gonna be able to.
I think Stephanie. I think Brian, if he can land another hitter to go along with him, I think they'll make a good run and everything, man.
But he got to take a step back though. He's doing too much.
Yeah, I think he needs to just turn the reins over to Luka, and he needs somebody else. He needs another hit over there with him, man.
But you see, but you see what I'm saying, right?
Right.
When you got players that we got legends and icons that you can still get excited about watching them play on the court. It's hard to get excited about watching the newbies come in when some of your faves that can still do it. Now it was different with Kobe.
Because you knew a different ball game.
You knew after that shoulder injury, pretty much after the Achilles, that you were just watching Kobe finish out his career on his terms.
Right.
Yeah. You
knew there was not going to be no hosting of a Larry O'Brien. Period. What happened?
Right. That's a fact.
You just wanted him to go out on his terms and not offer no injury. You just waiting on it. After that Achilles ruptured, because they limped into the playoffs that year.
Right.
They did.
And by the time the time the playoffs started, I don't even know if they had a healthy guard on the roster.
No lie detected.
So
Undetected.
so it was easy. But like now it's like I like being right, but sometimes I don't like being right.
Sometimes, hey, you like being right, but sometimes, dang it, I don't want to be right.
Because I said years ago, I said the dynasties are done. We're not going to see any more back-to-back championships. This is going to be a weird like run of stuff. It's going to be up and down. And that's what it is. It's up and down.
It has been a weird time, I tell you that.
The playoffs themselves were probably collectively some of the better playoffs that we've watched in a while. I think each round you had a series that was worth watching. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. Each round you got, and it was fun watching Indiana play underdogs and get to the finals.
Yeah,
as a playoff team that was an underdog, not the play in, not like a play in heroic story.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just waiting. I'm kind of ready. I'm ready to get the football season, and I'm ready to get to the NBA season next year because it's going to be bananas.
Where KD going?
Football.
Where you think KD going?
That's why I'm saying it's going to be bananas. Herein lies the problem, right? KD's ego, and I'm going to keep going back to this. Once you made the decision that everybody got on your head about and going to the team that beat you, once you proved, I ain't gonna say everybody wrong. Once you won them 2 rings, and once you got the Finals MVP, and you showed that you was in a system that you love and can flourish in, and you gave everybody the middle finger the right way.
He should have stayed there. He should have stayed there and finished his career in Golden State.
To the stage your butt there. You would have had 2 more rings, minimum. You would have had a minimum of 2 more rings.
Hey, I can't say you're lying.
Can't tell me what's gonna happen. You'd have walked off with 5 rings. You have more than LeBron. And
you'll be cemented in NBA lore.
Yeah. And but now the Knicks don't want him. Teams ain't willing to give up what they want to give up. The Suns were asking for Khalil Ware and Andrew Wiggins from the Heat. He'd be crazy to give up that.
Right.
The Heat would be absolutely crazy to give up that. Kevin Durant made 2 bad moves. The first one was leaving Golden State.
It's gonna get cold, I think.
Well,
that was the first bad move. The second bad move,
I mean, it's cool.
Was
I don't like my watermelon like
he shouldn't have signed that extension in Brooklyn.
He shouldn't have who in Brooklyn?
He shouldn't have signed that contract extension in Brooklyn.
No.
Why you say that? What went wrong with that?
What went wrong with that is that you're Kevin Durant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your money is gonna be your money, right? You gonna get paid.
Yeah.
You don't have to sign the extensions, right? If you don't sign the extension, then Phoenix does not have to give up the farm to get you. You don't give up Mikal Bridges and Cam Payne and Cam Johnson to get Kevin Durant if you're not trying to make put cap space for the money.
Oh, okay. I grasp what you're saying.
So therefore, you go to a team that has the role players that you need to be able to win a championship.
I think, yeah, go ahead. I get you.
Because when you did all of that, every time that they tried to do something, his move weakened the team.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know,
Even the Brooklyn move.
they had too much, though. I think the Bradley Beal deal is what sealed their fate.
The Bradley deal is what sealed Brooklyn's face, and the James Harden deal was, Bradley Beal sealed the Suns, and James Harden sealed Brooklyn.
Bradley Beal wasn't that bad of a pickup though.
Man, it was for what they didn't have to give up a few pieces to bring them in.
Yeah, they ended up getting rid of Chris Paul.
Yeah, they would have been better served with that money that they invested there to go put that into the youth.
Yep.
Somebody that can run with them. See, they had too many guns and not enough balls. You know what I mean?
If that was the case, they should have made the push for Luka.
Yes.
If they wanted to go young, that would have been perfect.
And then the Brooklyn deal, that was actually,
if you had Luka, KD, and Booker. Oh,
what Brooklyn did was far worse. Was absolutely far worse.
What's the name? It still got picks coming from that Brooklyn deal.
You know what? The reason why the Clippers were in the position that they were in, and why people were talking about them as a championship, it was never like, did the talent work, right? With Paul George. The problem with Paul George was Paul George and Kawhi Leonard could never be healthy at the same time. The team was loaded, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what you want to do. The Nets had an opportunity to do the exact same thing because they picked up Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant in free agency without having to get rid of anybody for real.
Okay.
I gotta tell y'all who in a good position though.
They still had Allen on the team. They still had a whole lot on that team, on that Brooklyn Nets team, because they were a playoff team in the Eastern Conference. It came in like a 6 or 7 seed in the Eastern Conference, and they was causing havoc with the roster that they had. You add Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to that roster, you run that for a full season and see how far them two get you before you add a third piece like James Harden.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, man. KD has got to swallow his pride, and he can take a cut. Now, this is the deal. The team that's gonna be that's gonna be problems will be the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks went drive what's his name? Cooper Flag. If they draft Cooper Flag to go along with AD, Clay, Kyrie, a healthy Kyrie and Clay, Cooper Flag, AD, and if KD would take a pay cut, if he would take $10 million or $15 million that team could win a championship.
What thing? Dallas?
The Dallas Mavericks will win a championship, man. If they go through the plan and get Cooper Flag like they supposed to, and if Kevin Durant say, hey, you know what? That Dallas team ain't looking bad. I'll be reunited with Kawhi, and I'll be reunited with Kyrie, and then you got AD there too. AD,
Man, you can't put
KD.
no money on AD. He won't be there when it counts.
Hey man, but they'll have just enough pieces, man, to win a chip. They can win. They can win a chip with that team.
Herein lies the problem, right?
What's the
Herein
problem?
lies the problem with Dallas. It ain't about KD taking a pay cut.
What is it?
In order for you, what you have to say to happen, Phoenix literally would have to cut KD. Better drop it.
He's what's the name?
He's entering.
Oh, he's still. I thought he had the ability to opt out this year.
No, his opt out is not this year.
So his opt out is next year.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he could opt out this year. Now, bigger than if Dallas wanted KD, they go. Hey, if Phoenix wanted KD, if Dallas wanted KD, Phoenix go want Cooper Flag. I'm telling you that off the flip.
Question.
Phoenix will want Cooper Flag.
Here's the thing. Even if he's an unrestricted free agent, but in the 26-27 season, this is his last year under contract with Phoenix. For him,
whoever he get traded to is gonna probably be a 1-year rental.
Right, but here lies the problem. Who paid to play $55 million for a 1-year rental?
Depends on how that trade go. Because I will take the trade, but you got to pay his salary. You know what I mean? Some trades go like that. Or they'll pay a portion of it, half of it, or something like that, just to get it off their books.
So even if there is an opt-out thing for Kevin Durant, you think he's gonna leave $54 million on the table?
No, he won't do that.
I mean, if he won't out, you can tell him, man, buy me out. Give me 45 and I'm gone.
Yeah.
I don't think he gonna opt out. The reason being is that what is he chasing?
Yeah.
That is the thing. What is Kevin Durant actually chasing?
What don't he got?
What don't he got? He has 2 Olympic medals. Or 3.
3 gold medals.
He got 3 gold medals.
A league MVP. 2 championships, two finals MVP.
He's up there on the scoring list. He's one of the handful of players who was part of the 50-40-90 club.
Mm-hmm.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. So only people like a James Harden who still desires that championship opts out to get with a team to be able to get it.
I can dig it.
When you already got all of the accolades and all you really chasing is ego stuff.
Yeah.
You ain't finna leave your money on the table.
No, because you think about it, you got more you got more years behind you than you got in front of you. So you want to take that money.
At a certain point, you just gonna tell everybody kiss your butt. I got my stuff. That's on y'all. Y'all the one keep talking about this, talking about that. At some point, he go get to that point and be like, man, whatever.
Hey man, Thunders and Pacers, man. I think and Halliburton is up in the air right now with a right calf. Is it the right calf strain he got?
Halliburton said if he walk, he could play.
That don't mean he's gonna be 100%.
I'm just saying. He said, if you walk,
everybody ain't finna pull a Willis Reed.
no.
It don't matter, man. They done for.
I don't think they're done for. I think they're gonna push a game 7.
I don't think so, CC.
I think they're gonna push a game 7.
Not if Halliburton ain't 100%. They not gonna push the 7.
I think they're gonna push a game 7.
You think they push the game 7 game?
I don't have that much
I like
faith
Indiana.
So if Halliburton don't play, you still pushing game 7?
Yeah, because they're a cardiac team. It's just how they'll catch fire. And really, what has he been responsible for other than the game winners? You feel what I'm saying? The team is the one that's been bringing them back, but he just been hitting the game winner.
I just don't think that they could do it without him, dog.
I honestly think they can. I don't think OKC can play full court. And I think that they can get off to a great start. And when they can get OKC out there running, they're not gonna run well. Because they start running, all it takes is for Turner and Siakam to have good games. And it's gonna be a long night for OKC. Because if you gotta pull Chet out of that game, it's gonna be a long night.
Right. I keep telling you, he fools goals. So he'll crack. So
I don't think, look, I've said it from the beginning that this is a 7-game series. And to be completely honest, for this to be over the next game, that would mean that something that has not happened has to happen. Indiana ain't lost 3 games in a row in the playoffs.
And the way and Oklahoma City ain't lost back-to-back in the playoffs. So even if Indiana lose, the odds are still in Oklahoma City.
I mean, the odds are in OKC's favor, but I don't think Indiana dropped game 6. That just ain't in the team.
Hey, man, based off what I seen last night, they worry about Shea. They don't have an answer for Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams knelt them last night. He had a hot 40 on him. They don't have a clue.
But look at that. I want you to look at that because I got my alert last night. From the game. I just clicked it on for a second and clicked it back off. They were down by 18. What did they lose by?
They ended up losing by 11.
They came back and got it a whole lot closer than that. At one point in that game, I think they were down by like 6. OKC, a 40-point game from Jalen, still could not bury that team.
Yeah, because Holmgren had 9, and everybody else, Dort had 9. They didn't really have no help, so it was.
But what I'm saying is that you're counting on Jalen Williams to produce that back-to-back games.
The game Thursday will be won by an unsung hero from Oklahoma City.
I don't think they have an unsung hero that's gonna do it.
It may be Caruso's number.
It's not gonna be Caruso's night just because he won a championship with the Lakers. Don't give him that.
Hey, you want Indiana to win, but
it's not that I want Indiana to win. I have not seen anything that tells me that Indiana is going to lose 3 games in a row.
Okay.
Because I have not seen. Basically, I saw Indiana kind of give up a game. This should already be Indiana up 3-2. Indiana should have won both games at home.
Well, worst case, no, it still should be 3-2 because The game, hey, Oklahoma City should have won both games at home. They gave up that game one. Oklahoma City should have won both games at home.
But
Let's call it like it is.
I'm talking about even after that. Once they sold that game, Indiana had both games at their crib in their grips.
It's a different mentality now. If Oklahoma City goes back to Indiana 2-0 instead of 1-1, then that pressure shifts to Indiana.
The pressure never. That's the whole thing. The pressure has never been on Indiana. They're not supposed to be here. They're playing with house money regardless. If Indiana loses this series, it's just, okay, we're going to build off of it for next year. What do we need to do better? If OKC loses this series, panic is going to start to set in. Because they were supposed to get out of the first round last year. They got there and lost this year. Panic is going to start to set in.
I just don't think they're gonna lose.
That they will crack under pressure.
Huh?
I said their ownership group has proved they will crack under pressure.
Yeah. They ain't gonna sit back and be like, you know what, we got a gang of picks. We got a young team. So we good. No, the ownership might panic and crack under pressure.
I don't think so. But hey, that's just my opinion. I think Oklahoma City closes the door Thursday night. That's simple. I just think it. If Halliburton ain't 100%, man, he's still the heart and soul of that team. I don't care what nobody say. Halliburton is still the reason why they're right here where they at right now. If it wasn't for him, they would have been gone 2 rounds ago. Period. He still is the heart and soul of that team.
And he got 2 days. And this man is already saying, if I could walk, I'm playing.
Okay. Okay. Well,
and I have not seen. Didn't
Steph have a strained calf?
No, he had a hamstring.
That was KD. He had a strained calf, and then he blew his Achilles.
So a strained calf. Okay.
I'm not saying a strained calf is not nothing to play with. I'm not saying that.
This is the thing. This is my thing. You Indiana. And you said it the other day. Sometimes you got to protect players from themselves. You said it last week. You got to protect players from themselves sometimes. So this is the thing. Why would I risk if I know he ain't 100%? If I know he's even 50%, why would I risk? He has to be at least 80% or better. Why would I risk 50% and he get on the court, make a move, blow his Achilles out, and I lose him the whole next season?
You know why you want that? Because your team ain't never sniffed the finals in how long? They don't get to play by the way protecting the player from themselves like a Golden State do, because they done been there. You don't get to play by that rule when your team might not even go back.
But see, that's
it might be another 15, 20 years for you go back.
So what will happen if he blows his Achilles? They still lose the game, and they lose him for the whole 2026 season, 2025-26 season.
And I'm with Game on this one. I don't think they need him at 100% to beat OKC.
That's a damn lie. They gonna need him at 100% to beat them boys, man.
No, they not.
All right, man. You saying that now? They gonna need him. He got to be at 100%.
No,
or the good hot 75. He 30% Halliburton ain't finna win this game for him. I don't care what you say.
He's not the reason why they were coming back in games and why they won games.
Okay. So Halliburton is not
the game winner, dog.
He hit the game winner.
So
He
you can
ready for the
fail
moment.
early in clutch moments and then bring them back out.
So you telling me them 28s, them 27s, them 31s, them 30s, they didn't mean nothing.
He had it one game. He had it one game.
He did.
It was game 3. It was game 3 that he went off. He didn't go off in game 2. He didn't go off in game 4. He went off in game 3.
I'm talking about the whole playoffs. I'm not just talking about the finals. I'm talking about the whole playoffs with this guy.
Why you don't sit him. That's the reason why you don't. If he can go, you gotta let it roll. And it's strictly because your franchise have 0 rings. None. Sit that player if you want to. You may not ever get one.
And what I'm saying is that
if I play him and he blows his Achilles out and we still lose, I'm definitely not gonna get one.
You can play him and not play him heavy minutes.
Right.
Because the ones that need to go off is Siakam, Turner, the guys that's been killing Indiana. Been killing OKC the whole series. Halliburton has been icing on the cake.
Right.
He has not been the one that's killing them.
And then you gotta talk to your team like we gotta get him out of the game. So y'all gotta bust this mug open so we can sit him. You gotta have
that talk to him like Jimmy Butler was saying. We gotta protect Steph at all costs.
That's different. That's way different. That conversation is way different.
It's different because you're talking about a championship organization versus one that is not.
But it's still the same concept.
Right.
It's still the same.
If you ain't never won, you can't play by the rules of a franchise that get it. You can't play by them rules because them rules ain't gonna work for you.
Neither one of the teams won.
Exactly. So if Shea came up playing, he gonna have to play through that because of neither one of y'all done been there.
That's why Shea said what he said.
You can't bank on next year we'll be back. You can't bank on it. The only way you can bank on I got a good chance of coming back is if you win.
That's the thing. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Like I say, man, y'all thinking Siakam is the key.
He has been.
He contributes.
No, he has been. The games that Indiana have won, and the games where they have really been given OKC fits are the games that Chet has to check out of because Siakam is going and Miles Turner is going and he can't do nothing with them.
Tell them again.
That's what happens. If Chet can be out there and be Chet free without having to worry about if Siakam and them ain't going and he can just stay in the game, it's a different ball game. And I'm sorry, but Jalen Williams had 40 points. What did Shea have last night?
38, 31. I think.
31.
You got one player who got 31, another one got 40, and you win by 11?
Yeah, because everybody else didn't do nothing. But you the thing is you banking on everybody not doing something all the time. That's the thing. Those guys that didn't do nothing, like Chet and Caruso and all them other guys that didn't do nothing the other night.
Hey,
do you think they go do that again?
Hold on, I gotta see something.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm looking up game 5 of 2016 finals.
I'm looking at the box score right now.
And they won't tell me.
I think it's over with. That's my opinion. I'm still sticking to it. Oklahoma City will put the nail in Indiana's coffin. I don't give a damn if they got Halliburton.
Hey, how are you?
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. They got Reggie Miller coming back. It's over for the boys Thursday night. Period. Point blank. They got Reggie Miller, Ron Artest, and Mark Jackson. It's over. Sick of forking them. Thursday night, Oklahoma City go hang up the banner.
Thank you much.
It is what it is.
How much did Indiana put up last night?
What you say?
How much Indiana put up last night?
120.
Indiana?
Indiana put up 109.
And how many minutes did Halliburton play?
Halliburton played 34 minutes.
Hey, I think you can cut that to 28 and get it.
He scored 4 points in 24 minutes.
Okay,
but like I said, he can get
Golden
less minutes.
Golden State in the Cavs Game 5 2016 finals when Kyrie and LeBron went off for 40. The Warriors didn't even crack 100.
Right.
Okay. But you said the key word 40. It's both of them didn't go for 40. One went for 40 and 131. That's not 40.
That's still too.
80 is different from 70. I don't care what you say.
And
Would you rather have $80 or $70?
But when you put, really,
I wait. I'm just saying, would you rather have $80 or $70?
I'm sorry, but when you got a hobble,
Depends on when. All depends on when you get.
Hey, you gonna get the $80 right now. You get the 71.
Hey, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on, no. I got one for you. You want to say you would have $80 or $70, right?
Uh-huh.
Would you take if you buy a house or you selling a house?
Mm-hmm.
Person come with $80 million offer, but it's some financing in it. They got to secure this, and they got to secure that. They still got to pay that. Or somebody come with you $75 million all cash.
Give me the 75. I'm gone.
You gonna take the but see that's not fair. You know you're gonna take the bird in the hand versus two in the bush. We talk about cash money.
That's why I said it depends.
That's why Gabe said it depends.
Hey man, hey.
Depends on the situation.
But you can't.
Different situations attract different things.
Be honest.
But you can't.
They scored more. Hey, LeBron and Kyrie scored more than 40. How many points did they actually score? Let's call. They scored more than 40. How many LeBron scored and how many Kyrie scored?
One hit 40, one hit 41, and the other one hit 40.
Nope.
It was like 41 to 40. It wasn't that.
But you only won by one.
They both had 41. It was the same. It was the same amount of points. 41. But the thing is, they held them to under 100. You can't be the number one defensive team in the NBA, and the Pacers have a hobble Halliburton. The one you say is key, and they still down at 110.
Uh-huh.
Going into the fourth, don't forget that.
Well, that's 82. 82 compared to 70. You got them $2 extra means a lot.
But the difference is though.
The $2 extra a pack of backwoods.
You know the difference between those two.
What's up?
Is that under the same circumstances, I trust Kyrie and LeBron to have run that same thing back. I don't know that Jalen Williams is going to do that again.
Clay had
237. They had been cooking. I think the game before that, both of them hit 30. So they was both on.
Yeah.
It wasn't like one had been on and the other one was off. No, both of them motherfuckers was cooking at the same time. And I still will tell anybody if Draymond don't get suspended, they lose.
Because I don't think both of them scored 40 in that game.
Right.
I don't think if Draymond is playing, Draymond is gonna cause havoc to somebody.
Kyrie 34, LeBron 25. That game 4. That's
They
when
were both.
That's when the Warriors beat them 108 to 97. Steph had 38 and Clay had 25. They just flip-flopped in game number 5.
The difference in that game was that Draymond wasn't there defensively.
Draymond 9 rebounds. 9 points.
You don't look at Dray.
12
You don't ever look at Draymond Green's stats and see that that's the game. His stats never tell the story. His stats is only a small percentage of what Draymond Green does. He will cause your best player to take 25, 30 shots just to get their actual numbers. Percentage-wise, they're going to suck. And they're going to eat up a lot of possessions trying to get to their numbers. So you don't ever look at Draymond, and Draymond can have 4 points and completely wreck shop in the whole entire game.
What sort of impact is gonna make? Halliburton can make a total difference. Just like remember Kobe in Game 7 against Boston? A lot of people say he ain't scored no points. Yeah, but he had 15 boards.
Halliburton could have 10 points, 10, 12 rebounds, and 15 assists in the game 6.
I don't care what y'all say.
He don't have to score. He don't have to score a lot. But if he anywhere near 10, 12 assists, they in trouble. Halliburton can have 8 points and 15 assists. That's the difference.
At this time of year, everybody's legs gone.
Yeah.
So being able to even shoot a jump shot at this point is all that suspect.
And besides game two, when OKC completely dominated from start to finish, in game 2, they've been scrapping every game since, including game 1. So that's all I'm saying. Game 3 is the only game that Halliburton had a lot of points. And they've had a chance. They stole game 1. And had a chance to win one game 3. And had a chance to win game 4. Came back, was making a comeback in game 5, and made OKC have to play hard. OKC has not dominated this series like they dominated the regular season. So it was always going to be a 7-game series.
Well, I think this over with. Moving right along to our NFL. We will see what happens, though. Seriously, we'll see what happens Thursday night with this game and everything. So, NFL, and then we're going to get up out of here. We do our what the hells and everything else tomorrow. Like I said, it's a short and sweet night. Oh, man. The Bengals rookie, he ended up leaving the camp today because of the money, because of the contract agreements. They first round draft choice, the DN out of oh man, what was that? Where is that boy from, man? Oh, where is he at? I'm gonna tell you who he is, y'all. The Bengals first round draft choice, Shamar Stewart, edge rusher out of edge rusher out of Texas A&M. He left camp. He left camp today. I mean, he left camp. He left mini camp because they didn't want to give him. They said that they didn't want to give him guaranteed money on this rookie deal. They didn't want to give him all guaranteed money.
The Bengals.
And they say if he get cut, he don't get none of the guaranteed money.
The Bengals.
But if he the first round, he your first pick of the 24 NFL draft, 25 NFL draft, you know he gotta get guaranteed money. He's 17th overall pick.
Right. So that's the dilemma. So they have verbiage in that contract that they ain't never put that in on nobody.
Right. He don't want it. And you know what? I don't blame the young brother. I wouldn't take it either. I sit out till they get that fixed. And if he don't play this year, he can sit out and re-enter the draft next year.
I really think that we need to revisit the list of this dysfunctional NFL teams and reposition where we got the Bengals at.
Hey, I'm with you on that.
I think we need to reposition where we got the Bengals, because the Bengals got to be the dumbest organization I ever seen.
Bengals messed up, man.
That sounds like a way for if that T. Higgins deal come through to where they'll cut my man over here just to say some room. And it's like, nah, y'all got to pay for that, homie. Pay that.
They gave all the money to Higgins, Chase. They gave money to Higgins, Chase, and Burrow. All them cats locked. Hey, they got all the money.
Wait a minute, but even
so it ain't no money. It ain't no money really for Henderson.
Wait a minute. Even that was just stupid, right? In what world were you never going to pay Jamar Chase? Like, why did it have to? Like, they shot themselves in the foot so bad last season, it ain't even funny. Like, it was like, you just watched after a certain point in the season, right? Every touchdown pass, 100 plus yard receiving game that Jamar had, you like, there go 5 million. That's 5 million more. There go 10 million more. There go another 10 million. You just started adding it up because they could have just paid him at the beginning of last season, and the price would have been less.
Hey, man.
You let the man have a historic. Wait a minute. You let him have a historic season. Hendricks have a historic season. Henderson have a historic season. And put yourself in a position where you was going to have to pay one of them a historic number off the bat. You was going to have to do Chase because you can't piss off Burrow.
So you think about this. Chase, 4 years, 161. Higgins, 4 years, 115. So between them two, you got them 4 years for $276 million.
Gang.
It's 300.
Gang.
No, it's 276. 161 and 115.
276. Okay.
When did CeeDee Lamb sign this deal?
He signed this deal in preseason last year.
No, he signed the damn deal. No, that was Dak who signed the deal the day before the game.
What was CeeDee's number?
I don't remember. Don't make me lie to you.
Sam, can you pull it up? I don't know where I did my glasses. I feel like I'm gonna look for.
I know
CeeDee Lamb, 4 years, 136.
So, if you sign Chase before CeeDee Lamb gets signed, you probably could have saved yourself $30 million.
Yeah, you could have got away with 125.
But once CeeDee Lamb signed for 130, you got to pay Chase more than CeeDee Lamb.
And then on top of that, CeeDee Lamb had a banger of a season last year. Chase went crazy last year.
So Chase had a what in the Triple Crown?
Yes. Yes. So that puts you right behind the 8 ball. Because if you wouldn't have gave Chase that money, it was a ton of teams out there that would have gave Chase that money.
But you could have just gave Chase a fat contract at the beginning of the season because you always knew you were going to pay him. And Jamar Chase ain't look. Burrows only had bad season when he was hurt. As long as Burrows is healthy, you're risking Jamar Chase having a historic season.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
So, like, the Bengals do stuff that's just stupid.
Yeah.
This is why, First Lady, you ever heard this? That some teams are just in the league to be there, whereas others are there to actually win.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And when you see things like that, it's like, man, look.
Like, you see the Jets as a dysfunctional organization, right? And the Giants as a dysfunctional organization. Name me a time during when they had Saquon in New York, that they had offensive talent like the Bengals did. They didn't have that. The Jets ain't had that. The Cowboys ain't had that.
Ain't had what?
Like, and with the Dak Prescott, with the whole thing with Dak Prescott, having a quarterback like Joe Burrows, receivers like Chase, all of that at one time, and fumbled the bag with all of that. It's been a great piece here, a great piece there. It's always been something that was off on one side of the ball.
Well, don't ever forget we fumbled the bag when we fired what's the name in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where everybody. I'm not gonna go back that far. I'm gonna say I'm just like recent with the whole Dak Prescott era, and we could get to everybody talk about that, and when Saquon was in New York, those type of things.
Okay, yeah. You're right about certain pieces you can't fumble.
You just can't fumble that type of stuff. We can say what we want to say with the Jets, right? But if Aaron Rodgers doesn't rupture his Achilles, we don't know what that could have been that year.
Right.
We really don't.
You're right. And it takes a year to come back from that type of injury. You can play, but you're not going to be up on it.
Right. So you don't really know what that could have been. They put the pieces together to be able to be successful, but one of the major pieces off the board, that team wasn't built for Zach Wilson.
No.
Right.
It was put together for Aaron Rodgers to orchestrate, and Aaron Rodgers could have orchestrated it, but he ruptured his Achilles four plays in.
Right.
At some point, the Bengals, you got Jamar Chase, you got Higgins, you got, what was the other boy?
Chase, Higgins. It was Tyler Boyd before he
Tyler
left.
Boyd. You had, at one point, you had Mixon. But you putting Joe Burrows out there with an offensive line that's getting them clobbered. At some point, you gotta actually take care of what the talent that you got.
Right. What good is throwing the ball when you ain't got nobody to block to make sure he get that mug off?
Right, because you had a defense that was solid enough, but you couldn't protect the quarterback.
Right.
Like,
I get it.
Like it's head scratching.
Yeah.
And here you like, man, please, you know what Mike Tomlin would do with Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
Keep him upright. He'll
would
be the least. He'll be the least hit in the league. I'll tell you that.
Man, Joe Burrow, hey, Broadway Joe can throw it, man.
Hey, I like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, but I'll take a second to receiver for offensive line. That's just me, though. That's just me.
Man, I'm gonna see how that situation turns out. Noah Lyles
Because
said
even though he won Triple Crown, your team didn't even make the playoffs, though.
it wasn't. The reason why they didn't make the playoffs because they started really, really slow.
Hey,
And
they
everything.
didn't make the playoffs. So that Triple Crown means nothing if you didn't get in.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it meant something for him. It meant him to get that big payday. It may not have been nothing for the organization, but hey, if you know you ain't making the playoffs, hey, it's about my money now and my family's future. It's about my generational wealth.
I get it. I get it.
Hey, I need to get that paper. And what he did, he made them drop down to the knee like they shooting dice, and they threw it natural. And he threw it natural. He threw it straight natural.
I'm gonna tell you.
But you know, it played into his hands too, though, because T. Higgins was out. Their whole receiving core was hurt except for him, so you had to go there.
Yep, you had to.
As soon as I saw that line up, I'd have been like, man, you better put him under contract right now. We ain't got no choice but to throw the ball to him.
That's it. Hey, man, speaking of throwing the ball, Tyreek Hill and Noah Lyles, the Olympic gold medalist, 100-meter champion, their race was canceled and everything. And I would have loved to seen that race, man. And then Tyreek started trolling Noah Lyles. I'm going to show you what he did to Noah Lyles, which is funny as hell. He started trolling Noah like a mug. So this is what Tyrese did. At Lower Niles, seeing me after seeing me run the 100-meter last weekend. Boy, Tyreek Lyles, boy, look at him. You know what? I think Noah Lyles, I don't think he can beat. Well, they say it's a 50-yard race. I just do a 100-meter with him. Shoot.
How many meters? How many yards is 100 meters?
3 feet equal one. What is it? 3 feet equal a yard. 3 feet equal a yard. So that's 100.
3 meters.
3 feet equal a yard. So that's 150 feet that they running.
Okay, but you know, in track they go by meters. So telling me that in feet that don't compute. How many yards is 100 meters?
Hold on.
Because it's just about the length of a football field. I know that. I think it's 80 yards.
How many yards is 100 meters? 100 meters is 109.3 yards.
Okay. A football, full-length football field, end zone, the back of the end zone to the back of the other end zone.
Uh-huh.
Now, Tyreek Hill don't want that smoke. Not at 100 meters. No, sir, you're going to be out of gas by the time you get to 80.
Hey, when Noah Lyles hit that 60 or 70 mark, he going to turn it on another gear.
Right. Nah, you don't want to do that, Tyreek. You might want to sit down.
Hey. Tyreek said I can get him in the first 50. That was just like when Tyreek gave T.O. that 10-yard head start when they raced and stuff.
Right. T.O. got him, didn't
he? Yeah, T.O. got him. He gave T.O. a 10-yard head start. But then when they took off, when they ran even, the next race when they ran even, Cheetah got him by like he got him by probably like a couple feet. But you gotta sit back and think. T.O. in his 40s, but see, T.O. got that stride. T.O. 6'4", almost 6'5". So he got them long strides.
Hey, it ain't just that. He still got it. Cause I was outside racing some of the neighborhood kids, and they was, I beat you. They beat me by a couple steps. I was like, yeah, I'm 50 though.
Right.
Joke on you that you only beat me by 2 steps. Huh.
Right. You should have smoked me. Cause I know one thing for sure. You should have told him. I know if I was your age and I ran against a 50-year-old, I would have smoked him.
Hey man, it wouldn't even have been. He would have. I'd have made him quit. You know me. I'd have been out so far. I'm like, man, I ain't even finna finish that. I know you ain't.
Oh man. So since the kid left the Bengals camp, the Bengals and defensive end Trey Hendrickson have resumed talks. So they trying to get him back in, man. But
hey, he gonna make them pay. You better make them pay.
I'm telling you.
You gonna have to pay either me or that young brother right there. Ain't no discount. You gave up to, and I know you got the bag because you gave them receivers all that money. Man, you better pay me or I'm gonna stay retired.
And don't forget, Joe got around 280 some million by itself. That was by itself. Right. We ain't talking about Joe now. Smoking Joe got our Smoking Joe was the first one.
How much bread did he get back to keep it going? Oh, okay.
That's it.
Man, you better give me my bag or take something from him. Fuck him.
Joe signed a 5-year, $275 million deal.
Right.
Joe signed 5 years, 275, dog.
And everybody ain't Patty Mahomes. Everybody can't play with second-rate players.
Right.
Man.
That's what makes Patty Mahomes so good. He able to take the bread and give me a second and third string. I'm gonna get him paid.
Only quarterbacks I've seen been able to do that is Mahomes, Brady, and Rodgers.
Hey man, of that 5-year, of that 275, 220 of it is guaranteed.
Woo!
So 5 divided 5. So 220 is guaranteed. And then he got another 220 is fully guaranteed. I'll be damned.
I don't care what nobody say. You knew Jamar Chase was gonna be special when he was coming out of college.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Burrow, hey, you sit back and think. Joe Burrow had a connection, man. That nigga Joe Burrow had Justin Jefferson, and he had Jamar Chase.
Okay. Yeah.
And he had what's his name? Marshall. He had him, who was a second-round pick. He had Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That LSU team was loaded, man. That LSU team was loaded, man.
You can't tell me that you knew Devontae Adams was gonna be Devontae Adams.
Nope.
Especially with a broke arm. Don't ever forget one of his arms don't stretch all the way out.
Aaron Rodgers made Devontae Adams.
Hey man, you had Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Terrence Marshall. That's who it was. Joe Burrow was the quarterback, running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Man, they had a squad, dog. I'm sorry.
And wait a minute. Again.
What's up?
What's his name?
22, I got to catch his ass. I didn't hear you.
The wide receiver that played for Kansas City.
89385. I didn't hear you, First Lady. Repeat that for me, please.
The wide receiver that played for Kansas City that can't buy a deal right now. But he was on both of those championship squads. Last two.
Valdez Scanlon.
Valdez
can't buy a contract no more, but Patty Mahomes got him 2 rings.
Man, that way.
Hey,
not just him. What's his name? The former Giant. who caught the game-winning touchdown pass and then folded the next year.
Tony.
Tony, ain't that his name?
Cadaver.
Cadaver's Tony. Yep.
Yeah.
Cadaver's Tony. Yep.
Parents name him Cadaverous.
They call him Cadavers. That boy name is Cadarius, man.
Oh, okay.
Hey. His mama name was Cassandra and his daddy name was Darius. Cadarius.
That was me and Dino gave him that name.
Man, look.
Yes.
Hey, that be my wife. I'd have been, baby, that's a boy. We don't name boys girls' names.
No, we don't. We do not.
We'll make you a girl. We'll come back and make you a girl, and you can stand
Look,
up there.
I ain't never gonna talk about nobody's kids right like that. But you seen what that man looked like as a full-fledged adult. I think they were trying to figure out what the name is.
What the name is, but you don't talk about people. Did you hear me? We the wrong.
Yes, we did. Hey, man, we're going to put a pin in it for the night, man. We're going to jump back at it tomorrow. We're going to do it again tomorrow. We're going to do our what the hell tomorrow.
All right, because I got a what the hell for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we got a good one coming, man. Hey, man, check us out tomorrow, y'all. We're going to slide out of here on a little short edition tonight. Check us out tomorrow. Peace.